Okay, sure. How do you reflect on the draw against Adelaide? Was that a good point, or feel like you could have got more out of it?
Yeah, with us personally as a team, we felt that we could have potentially sniffed a result there because obviously towards the end of the game, Adelaide got a red card. So we thought in the last 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes of the game, we thought like we had a good couple opportunities. Obviously Nick hit the post as well, so we felt that maybe we could have potentially got a result there. But at the end of the day, going to Adelaide, it's not really easy to try to get a result there and get 3 points. But even though we might be satisfied with getting a point there, we still could have potentially gone more. But yeah, we can hopefully hold our heads high knowing that we got a point in Adelaide.
Yeah, you've had like such a spectacular start to the season. Can I ask you too about the Sydney game? How do you bounce back from like a mistake like that and the way the team wants you to play? Like one of the strengths for your game is playing, with the ball at your feet, and it's such I guess it is a risky style of play. So how do you sort of just not let that, weigh on your mind?
Yeah, it's very difficult. Obviously, I like to put a lot of expectations on myself because I feel with us as a team, we have a lot of high expectations to really want to do well this season. And obviously, with a mistake like that with me, I just feel it was potentially a little bit of naivety. I'll take responsibility for that because I should have realised during the game where potentially I could have noticed we just scored and I think the team was trying to just still get back into the game. And obviously there's no right or wrong where even if I got that pass off correctly, it could have still managed to probably go on and get a good goal scoring opportunity. But for me personally, I just like to reflect it as a team and also with the goalkeeper union that we have, kind of look at the game and be like, oh, okay, how can we bounce back and how can we still gain confidence leading into the next game as well. So it was good. We managed to look at it and then take a couple of bits where we can learn from it and then just move on. So it's good.
Yeah, because how do you still play that game of playing out from the back? Because when you have that, does it change the way you play at all?
Not really. You still got to have that mindset where you've got to still keep playing. And I think personally for me, it's just about having the courage and telling yourself that okay, well, you're still I want to say a quality player, but like you're still a player that can still play from the back, and you still got to back yourself. So as long as you have that mindset of saying to yourself, look, I'll even though I made a mistake, I'll go and the next week to do it again, and keep playing it from the back and keep playing those courageous passes because that's what the team needs, and that's how we build out and how we get good goal scoring opportunities.
Yeah, you've had like so many great moments where you've won more points for the team. So I'm not trying to blame them. I'm just trying to find out the process. But
no, it's good.
I remember like at the under-17 World Cup, there was that game against Brazil, and something similar happened.
Yeah.
Do you deal with it better now, like compared to back then? Yeah, like how do you sort of compare those sort of moments?
Yeah, because the one in Brazil was, I think it was like 2019, so it would have been like 6 or 5 years ago. And the good thing about it is like you have those past experiences where you can kind of learn from them, and especially the one in Brazil where I was able to learn from it and go into Canada and kind of just have a clean slate and have that kind of resilient performance. And I feel like you can use those moments in your life to really bounce it back and hopefully take it on board to what I'm doing today. So I kind of just learn from those experiences and then take it into what I can do now. And
the All Whites have announced some pretty exciting games that they've got coming up in March. How much would you like to be involved in that? And also, has there been conversations with Paisley about what you need to do to maybe get some minutes and like that?
Yeah, no, it's I think it's amazing to have that start of the All Whites campaign to have that little mini tournament in March, and I'd love to be involved in it, but at the same time like I still want to try my best to focus as much as I can for the club because personally for me I just want to get some game time and make sure that we're just doing well at the club, and then hopefully if that call up potentially comes up with the All Whites, then I might have to think about it as well. So yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be an interesting next couple of months. So.
Approaching the midway part of the A-League men's season, AP, has the playing group and the coaching staff reassessed and reset your goals given where you are on the table against where a lot of people thought you might be?
Yeah, no, I think we're still kind of keeping the same goals, especially from when we started the season. So personally for us, nothing really changes, So we still kind of just continue to do what we do.
Is there a real confidence in the team, or is there a confidence in the team given the way you've been playing and the results you've been getting?
Yeah, of course. I think if you look at us from the start of pre-season, where we had a couple of games in, the Australian Cup, to what we are doing now, I feel like we've improved a lot and we've progressed a lot. So I feel like we have a lot of confidence, sticking towards the tactics and sticking towards our game plan and how we want to play out. And because I think there's a lot of belief in the team where if we continue to, stick to what we can do best, then why not change it? That we don't really want to change that. So I think with the goals, we just keep it the same and keep focusing on them, and we like to think nothing changes as well. So.
I guess before the season you look at a game against Perth and you think, okay, well, Ollie Sale's going to be in goal for Perth, and it hasn't worked out that way. He's been without a game now for quite some time. Can you kind of put yourself in his position? You've had to play second fiddle on occasion.
Yeah.
How do you think he'll cope with that sort of thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of know what Ollie's like, his mentality is like. I think a lot of people are not actually realising what he was like when he first came in. When he had the chance against, I don't know what the team was, but when he got called up to, play in a long time from a number 2 position into number 1, and he performed really, really well. And then obviously he had that good string of games, and then obviously he's had the ability to be number 1 here for 2 or 3 seasons. So I think for Ollie as well, I think he's a really, really resilient person. So I feel like he's going to, obviously bounce back from this. It's a bit of a bump in the road, but I mean, we know what Ollie's mentality is like, so he'll be good as gold.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. And beyond this game, I know you only think game to game, but the prospect of Melbourne Victory coming to Wellington next Friday could be a top of the table clash. Does that sit in your mind at all, or do you solely focus on this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. We have had talks about Melbourne Victory next week, but at the same time, we kind of just want to take it one game at a time, and hopefully we can focus on Perth and get a good result against them leading up into Melbourne Victory.
Would you like another last-minute penalty, or
preferably not, I'd kind of like to potentially keep a clean sheet, or even if Dunks is in goal, we'd like to, as a goalkeeper union, to keep clean sheets. So preferably not,
You're playing Perth and Sydney. Who do you think anyone's got an advantage by meeting in the middle?
I'm not too sure, actually. Yeah, it's a fair point. I haven't really thought about it, actually. But yeah, who knows? It could be a equal playing field. So it'll be a good contest. We can't really take Perth Glory lightly. So we've got to go in there and just give our 100%.